literally
with him in particular.
I don't know. I have no idea what his description for the episode is. But happy to be here, by the way. His description for the episode is bizarre, so I have no clue what he's planning here. I did not ask for permission to restream this whatsoever. I'm just going to do it.
I like that graphic that you made that's currently on screen while the stream's waiting to start. Looks pretty cool.
Did I make a what? Did I make a graphic? Oh, I don't know what you're.
No, I'm saying
about.
I like the graphic that's that was on the screen before your YouTube stream.
I don't even know what it was. I have no clue. So, anyway, happy to be here. Just happy to be here. The show. I'm about to go on the. What is it called? Oh my god. BYB. Oh, I put it in the title. BYB podcast.
Yeah.
Which is run by a handicapped man. And has he started yet? Is it? I don't want to like go in there until he's go. I don't. Well, you know what? All right. I'll go in there. All right. You guys be quiet. All right. Everybody be quiet. I'm gonna join his thing.
Vegas fucking odds. He's been going up like a half a point a day.
Yeah, it's like 65-35 now, roughly. I think
he was at 64 the other day, and then he dropped down to 62, and then he went back to 64.
How are you today, man?
I'm fine. What are we talking about?
Oh, dude, we got too much to talk about. Hopefully you don't mind getting into our little troll that we've been doing with Still Till lately. I think you'll enjoy it.
You've been trolling a man?
Yes.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Fucking with Still Till?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a great
okay.
idea.
He will sue you. I mean, he's been.
Okay.
I'm not joking around. He's like he's seriously going to start. No, he's seriously about to start doing like legal action against a bunch of trolls.
You get some inside info?
Do you not? I thought this was
our troll is actually not real, but as long as it's real in his head, that's good enough for us.
I thought this was knowledge that everybody had about, but maybe I don't know. He told me, but yeah, he's 100. Like he's suing Patrick Melton for sure. He is suing. What's that one? What's that one dude that's all like clips him and trolls him?
What's he suing him for defamation?
What'd you say?
Citizen M.
Citizen M.
Oh yeah.
No joke. Like he's been talking to his lawyer about this. It's happening.
We're not live yet, by the way.
Oh, we're not. Oh, well, I hope not, because I'm telling you fucking tales out of school here.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is your
Jesse,
troll?
are you happy to be here?
Yes. What is your troll on?
So we got this guy named Cheese that like lives in his neighborhood and whatever. We're playing like he's been keeping tabs on him and fucking like watching him and seeing like what his movements are and stuff. But he's not actually going over there. He doesn't go to his neighborhood. It's just all fake bullshit. But
okay.
But Aaron has caught on to it, knows about it, has been responding to it, and
does he know it's fake?
Real as fuck.
He believes it.
Real.
Okay. Is somebody just listen to karate movies in the background or something?
Yeah, that's me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Because that's like
Miss Producer is watching Roots.
It's really fucking annoying.
I'm playing God of War.
Stop.
So
fucking show.
We'll go through the shit that's we're doing to Steel Toe, and then we'll get into all of your stuff, big dog.
Okay, you want me to just like hang back while you guys talk about your thing, and then I just
I told these there's going to be a couple guys pop in, and when they pop in, then you could just kind of hang back or whatever if you want to do low.
What if I do this?
Low vibration trolling.
You doing your Monty Burns impression?
No. We're not into.
Excellent.
We don't like. Yeah. Do something evil. Look at you watching us. You watching us.
This is the only way I can.
Who?
It's the only way I can see you guys. If I don't. You don't have to be on the screen, I guess.
No, I don't. You're fine doing that.
I can just blindly talk to you and.
Nope. No blind. We don't need blinds.
Is there a delay on it? Yeah. Yeah, it's like maybe a millisecond. It's not that bad.
As the internet, yeah, there's a slight delay. It's a video call. There's always a slight
par
delay.
for the course.
You're a strange guy.
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's coming
Yeah.
from you, really? Wow.
Yes. Yes. You're a very odd.
Yes.
You're an odd duck. For real. For
You're
real.
not telling
like,
me anything that I don't already know.
for like, I mean, like in a sinister way. Like a.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm starting to worry about you.
He is Jewish.
Well, obviously, I know
He's half Jewish.
I know he's Jewish. It's right there in his name, but his name might as well be
Goldstein.
your name might as well be
Stein.
Jewish man.
Jewish man. Yeah. Yeah, I might think about changing it.
Well,
Oh, Jesse froze up.
did I?
No, you were just being stoic.
Okay. I
Somebody's
don't.
already-
Do I have to go like this, or else you're gonna have a freak out?
Yes, could you do that?
Yeah, can you be very
Just for
animated?
the whole show.
This is gonna be fun. All right, let's start. I think you guys are gonna get along swimmingly.
Well, I've already talked to Adam. Adam's a big fan of mine.
Yeah, he is.
Huge fan.
He's a ball washer.
Yeah.
All right,
He's a big fan of everybody, so you're kind of really not a fan of anybody when you think about it.
exactly.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, welcome to the BYB podcast. It stands for the Backyard Boys. And tonight, for your special entertainment, we have something awful for you. Mr. Awful himself, Jesse P.S. Yes. Very evil, very very scary.
Wait, let me do it again. You didn't have me on screen. Hang on, let me do it one more time.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Wait,
All right,
wait, intro me again, okay?
Welcome to the BYB podcast that stands for the Backyard Boys. And tonight we have something awful for you, something horrible, something creepy, scary. The wonderful Jesse P.S. from Pot Awful. Welcome, sir. How are you? Feeling evil?
Good evening.
Ooh, spooky. It is Halloween. I'm
it's
not
not.
calling you a spook, by the way. That was not what I intended.
The blacks.
I didn't
Not
know that
like-
BYB stood for Backyard Boys until the intro started playing.
What did you think it stood for?
I never thought about it. In fact, I only just learned the name of the show.
You mean you never think about us?
When
in your free time?
I think about this thing, I think about, this is the guy with the wheelchair. He's got a show. That's basically it.
Oh, so that's what I am. I'm the guy with a wheelchair. Wow. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate that.
Are you not
bring
in a
your
wheelchair?
boobs. Yeah, I'm in a wheelchair, man.
Okay,
I'm in a
zip
wheelchair.
around.
Why you
Zip
gotta
around.
remind me?
Can you zip around
you
a little bit so I
I
can
don't-
see you go?
I don't want to be reminded that I'm a
Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. I gotta get a
Not
fucking.
Derek's wheelchair that defines who he is.
I gotta get a
Right.
wheelchair.
Yes, it is. It's his crippled hand.
What is? Do you know the name of the
What's on
model?
inside?
Yeah, it's a quickie. That's the brand. I forget. Q700.
Q700. And would you say it's pretty good? How long is the charge on it?
I mean, more than 24. Like, if I went to Disneyland, I could do the whole thing all day long and then probably have plenty to do, maybe another half day the next day. So, yeah, it can go for miles and miles.
Can you spin like in a circle in place?
I just did that.
Without like going in, but you went kind of back a little
I'm
bit.
at my desk.
Put
So.
some donuts
okay, I see,
down.
I see.
A perfect circle?
Yeah, like a perfect circle.
Just like the band?
Hell yeah, man, I got to get one of those. How much does that run you?
Sick.
How much is that? Something like that. What's that going to say?
They're only like $30,000.
30,000? I can do that.
No, like, okay, you can get the base model probably 5 to 10 grand.
No, fuck, what am I doing?
I mean, I had
selling
that
these things.
Yes, happy to be here, Pod Awful Dungeon Master. Thank you very much for the $2. We appreciate that.
Thanks.
Soup Party, $2.01. Invite Dave Sarah for no reason. Yeah, I mean, we do need one more person on screen just to talk a lot the entire time, don't you think? Yes, thank you, Soup Party. Soup Party, big fan of Pod Awful and all that he does.
Huge.
Sure of that.
Very. And Adam, a huge fan of Pod Awful, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you were washing your balls backstage the entire time. It was disgusting. I'm embarrassed for him, honestly.
Do you know how hard it is for me to admit that I'm a fan of Pod Awful?
That's hard.
A fan, huh? But yeah, okay. Everybody hit the like button, smash the subscribe, and of course turn on your notifications. It helps us get into the algorithm, but also it notifies you whenever we go live. Also, all the links that have anything to do with this fucking channel are at the top of the chat. So if you do want to play with our super tips, you can do the voice or you can do the regular text.
Please do remove the QR code, though. I did ask you before I came on. I did ask.
Come on, man.
I did.
Come on.
I
like,
did
are you
specify.
Are you trolling us right now?
No. I
Are
specify. I
now?
can't appear on a podcast with a QR code. I'm not fucking around at all. I will leave.
No, Derek.
No, I promise you. I'm not trying to get you people to not do
leave that up.
That's fine. I don't care about that. It's just the QR code. I'm not trying to get people to not super chat you at all. Guys, send in super chats.
I thought you were like friends of
Here's
the show.
why.
Now you're
Here's
saying,
why.
Like,
Here's
you
why.
Don't like us?
Here's why. Here's what, when you put that QR code on your screen, here's what you're imagining is happening. People are sitting there in front of their computers going like this. That nobody's doing
they do that all the time. That's exactly what they're doing. Everybody at home right now is doing that.
Not one person who has ever sent in a super tip to you has ever used that fucking QR code. It's not possible.
I don't know. I mean, we had our Linktree QR code up before, and some people, I'm sure, had to use them.
Let me ask you: have you ever scanned a QR code on a show before?
Yes, I have.
So you're telling me you're watching your laptop or whatever, and you're like, fuck, I gotta get this link, and there's only one way. And you take out your phone, and then you look on your mobile instead of the you could have typed it by the time you QR'd it. Nobody's doing this.
No, my hands, dude. I got fucked up hands. So
Jesse,
what you're saying right now
the other night.
Let me get into this, Adam. I gotta say this. The QR code is for the handicapped people, and of course, it just makes life easier. Because I mean, if I put my phone in my hand and I just do the camera thing, then that's so much easier for someone with shitty hands.
That is fine.
Do it with my phone.
I'm willing, as long as you're making that concession, I'm willing to allow you to keep the super tip QR code up there under one condition, that you put directly underneath it. It has to say, "This is for retards," in parentheses.
I like that.
Then I'm good. Then I'm 100%.
I just said
good.
my hands don't work. I didn't say I was retarded.
Do you have any? That's a type. That's a type of retardation. You're physically retarded.
Physical retardation.
Yeah. There's mental. Why do you think they say mentally retarded? It's because you can also be physically
retarded, not mentally.
The implication of mentally retarded is that there is a physical version.
Yeah. I mean, there's something wrong with my brain. Yes, it got dented.
Again, I'm not insulting you in any way.
I told you my entire story last night, didn't I? How I jumped in the pool and all that. I think that happened.
You told me that?
Yes. So you get. Aren't you a friend of the handicap or are you anti-handicap? Let's just get to it.
I'm one of the foremost experts on the handicap. As a matter of fact, I deal with.
What's my problem then? Can you explain it?
Yeah. Well, you can't walk.
That's a good start. So you do get this shit. Okay, boom. Here you go, dude. Yeah, motherfuckers. Read that and weep, Mr. Awful. Flat Cat Jessica, $3. I always use QR code and I don't have crinkled hands.
Okay,
boom.
Congrats. This is a very embarrassing way for you to publicly find out you're retarded, but okay, whatever.
Me or Flat Cat?
Flat Cat.
Okay. Flat Cat, you are now a retard. So good to know. I'm sure you'll probably appreciate that. Derek's brain. Yeah, that is true. My brain is in a wheelchair. That is actually accurate, I think, somehow, some way. All right. Well, we did have our troll backstage. I don't know why he just popped out. I was just about to bring him on. Good timing, dude. Don't you
went
love
to go do an interview with someone else?
Well,
yeah, Will
same
Aaron.
fucking questions.
Probably.
That's that gives you enough time to get that QR code off the fucking screen because it is going to bother me.
I thought you said we could keep it.
As long as it says underneath it, this is for retards only.
Do we have a link in the chat for it?
I think that's fair.
It's supertip.gg/BYB. Now you can clip me
It's right
saying
there on
that.
the Chiron.
You can literally clip me saying that. Then you can have a running, video every episode where have me saying
the link is pinned at the top of the chat, folks. Just like all the other links. The
QR code. It's stupid. It looks stupid. You have to understand it looks really, really stupid.
Can we be on your obedience list now, Jesse?
What does that mean?
No, I think that was a Red Bar thing. I'm making a Red Bar reference where he bullies people into doing what he wants them to do, and then he says, "You're on the obedience list."
Oh, cool! Wow, bullying the internet. That's a good one. I'm writing that one down. Hang on a second.
Well, it feels more like you're bullying handicapped people. Very much for the $2. We appreciate that.
Oh my God,
you're nothing but a bully.
Okay. Obedience list. All right, that's cool. Well, what's happening? What's happening on this show? What is this show about? Am I in the Dabbleverse right now?
Yes.
Dabbleverse adjacent. I wouldn't say you're smack dab in the middle of it by any means. Yes.
Tom Gully's the Dabbleverse, huh? Do you guys know Tom Gully? You friends with him?
Unfortunately, I'm familiar with Tom Gully.
What do you mean, unfortunately? Yeah. Tom Gully's the only saving grace of this entire corner of the internet. He's probably
kidding me.
He's probably live right now doing some show called "Let Me Tell You About." Used tampons or something like that. He's always got some crazy little thing he's doing. Tom Gully's one of the best people in the Dabbleverse.
I highly disagree, but now I do see him over there hanging out with Bob Levy doing the Levyverse show. That's a little bit.
Is Bob Levy the old guy with the silver hair and he looks like is that guy?
Yeah, the mummy.
Yeah, I just saw Tom Gully on his show, and Bob Levy said, "Yeah, I gotta look up this pod awful.
Yummy. The goat blew me."
Yeah, that guy. He's like, I gotta look up this pod. I keep hearing about this pod awful. And I'm like, what? You do?
It sounds awful, right? Yeah, well known for eating blue cheese out of people's ass cracks. I hope he doesn't do that with Tom Gully. That would be weird. But yeah, Tom Gully is the least interesting man that has the most interesting content. Is that kind of? No. I mean, he was one of your goons at some point.
He's a fascinating character, truly, and he's better than all these guys that you guys obsess over, and you're always looking at and thinking about. He's way better. He's way better than Mersh. Way better.
Really, Mersh? Wow.
100%.
100%, absolutely. All right, so that's my catchphrase. Don't ever say 100%.
Yeah, he does watch the show.
I'm only allowed to say that, but I do want to bring on our on-scene steel toe guy who has been keeping up with all of the important stuff in Minnesota with that goofy-looking motherfucker named Steel Toe Movie. So welcome to the stage right now, Mr. Moldy Cheese. How's it going, dude? Can you hear me? And you do seem like a fake moldy
Can't hear
cheese.
anything. What's going on?
I can't hear nothing. All right, go back out and test it. Test it. Test it.
This is going great.
That's cheese.
Testing. Testing.
I'm having.
Yeah, we know you're having. Yeah, we noticed. All right. Come back with your headphones on, even though you can't hear me and I'm talking to no one. That's kind of awkward to talk to
And
nobody.
Jesse doesn't think this is a good show.
How dare he? I've never heard him say that before. He was on Monday. He had a blast, and he was.
I didn't say anything. What?
I'm super nervous right now. Look at my hand; it's shaking like a leaf.
Do not put words. I didn't say anything. Why would you say that?
Yeah, cheese. Yeah, exactly. Laundry room gets it. This guy gets it. Sam B. So we're just yeah. Sam B, $2. P.S. What's your opinion on win by two stealing from you? Oh.
Are they saying like postscript, or are they actually addressing me as P.S.? What's my opinion on win by two stealing from me? Listen, the internet, what is creation, but derivatives, just taking and remixing an idea. I don't think he is. I mean, he is. But I think the end result is something new. He's stealing from Red Bar. He's sort of like a failed clone. He's like doing Patrick Melton's content, and then he's doing my aesthetics now, I guess. And technically speaking, that's something new. So he won by 3, I suppose. I don't know. Win by 2 is nothing. He's like, to even think about him is retarded, really. He's asking that because I did a show about win by 2 last week, and that was a joke. It was just to scare people that Sven Stoffels was going to talk about Red Bar's diapers again. That's all. I don't actually give a shit. Win by 2 is allowed. Win by 2 is allowed. He can have a fan. He can have everything, the whole set. He can do whatever he wants. I don't care. Okay, well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse P.S.
This has been a nightmare, honestly. The entire way through this has been like like even the part before the show began.
Did we make you uncomfortable backstage? Is that what you're saying?
Every single part of this is like you guys are doing this for the first time. It's insane, except for the QR code, which is still here. And
we nailed the QR code. We got that perfect.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Of course, the thing you put the most effort into is collecting money. Like, first, you got to do something for the money.
Nope. We're just all about collecting the money. That's all we care about here. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and go through some of these clips. Cheese, can you hear us? You better be able to fucking hear us or I'm going to kill you.
Wait, did we hit the goal?
Wow, that was... Are you delayed that bad?
Yeah, because he's listening to the stream.
Okay.
No,
we're going to go...
Space station?
Yes. My PlayStation 2 is having a little trouble today. It's running a little warm.
Well, you shouldn't play with the PlayStation anyway. You're a grown man, for God's sakes.
Well, they call it a PlayStation. You're supposed to play with it.
Okay, so real quick, you were cussed out by Aaron Imholt this week. Do you absolutely regret having been watching his place recently and getting in trouble with your hero, Steel Toe, Aaron Imholt?
No, I don't regret it. He's finally giving me some attention.
Oh, that's what this is all about? You just wanted attention from Daddy? Is that what you got? Daddy issues? That's what the whole thing is.
I mean, I paid for it. I mean, he reciprocate.
Okay, so He cussed you out for looking at his house. I'm going to go ahead and play the phone call here in a second. Do you have anything to report from Aaron Imholt's house from today? What do you got?
Nothing real special. Regular day in a white bread neighborhood. Kids playing football, some pumpkins on the porch.
Well, okay, hang on a second.
Okay.
Hang on. I got it. This bit blows. All right, I got to interrupt. Number one, Lemmy, you haven't said anything. Why are you even here? Number two,
I don't know.
you don't know either. Okay, good. We're in the same boat. This is bad for my brand being here right now. I got to be honest. All right, Cheese, I got no issue with you, man. But I was told before the stream began that this is all made up and you're not really doing it. So you could have said anything just now, and your big report was that nothing happened. There's no big report.
No, I think you're getting ahead of yourself there. About it all being made up and everything. I don't know. The couple of pumpkins on their front step are totally real, and they look like shitty little kid pumpkins.
See?
So that's what you had to report to us today, is that they have pumpkins on their porch.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty lazy decorations, but I guess it's decorations. I don't know.
Yeah, so you said something else about giving your babysitter money to keep an eye out on Aaron's place also.
Well, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I might have gave her some tip money to tell me if anything big happened. Nothing big happened this week, so I can't really
God! What do you
report
just
on
make
that.
something up? Lie! Fucking lie!
You don't gotta yell at me, buddy. I mean, I'm just a dude hanging out at my babysitter's house a little longer than usual.
Stop bragging.
You're not fucking her, at least, right?
No, she's like 50.
Lie! Did you not hear the man? Lie.
Hey, thank you. I do like
Lie
Lemmy.
and-
Lemmy's the smartest person on the show. You have nothing to add, but you are smarter than everybody else. Thank you for saying that, Lemmy. Thank you.
So now, well, you just asked her why she's here. She shouldn't be here. Now you know. How quickly we learn.
Well,
right?
I have a hard time with lying. I'm just saying what's going on. I'm just a reporter on the scene. I'm just trying to spread the information that I get, and I can't guarantee it's always going to be a big fucking stinger. I'm not Fox or ABC or anything like that.
It's the Cheese Report, Pot Awful. What do you think? It's like a high school reporter. You can't expect much out of it. The guy works for a living. He's not a news reporter, for God's sakes.
Right. I'm living in a bunker. I gotta go to my daycare lady's house, and it happens to be conveniently really close to Aaron's, and so I noticed some shit. So I'm just gonna say what I noticed.
All right, so we do have this. I don't know. How did you feel about getting cussed out by your hero, the one, the only Aaron Imhote?
No, how I felt about it, sorry, just to preamble it, I was a little upset that he didn't understand that it was just like somehow you put somebody on a pedestal and you like envision like living their life and being like them and stuff like that. Sometimes that happens to people, and I just want to see what's going on and how do you get to that point. So yeah, so I had to call him about it.
Right. I'm not playing the phone call. I'm just playing where he cusses your ass out. I do find this hilarious. We'll get to the phone call
Yeah,
next.
Meow Meow
we'll
said
probably watch
Cheese
that.
couldn't admit he was wrong. Yeah. It's it was a weird phone call. And then after the show was over,
This is pretty
Cheese
awful.
called me. Like my phone rang and Cheese called me and I'm like, "No, I'm not like the conversation for the show was fine, but it's like in my private life, I'm not going to talk to a guy who's standing across the street from my house taking pictures and posting them on the internet."
So to clarify, Cheese, you're not standing across the street and taking pictures of his house and posting them on the internet, correct?
No, I was not standing. You are correct.
I'm not standing either, so that makes absolute sense.
I was
I
observing
love
from
you,
a distance.
Cheese, and
From your babysitter's
you
house.
know, I know you've gone through some shit, but like you're getting a little hooked on this. You know, a stream 10 people are watching wants to talk to me. Ooh, this is my big shot. If you stand outside my house taking pictures and I catch you doing it, you and I are going to have a problem. And I don't want to.
Whoa.
But then,
and I don't want to, but yeah, apparently. So if he sees you outside his house, sounds like there might be some boxing action. What do you think about that? Yeah, the possibilities that you might get into a brawl with Aaron out in front of your his house.
Well, I mean, I think it's really funny how you always say is whatever you say, and then there's a but. Everything before that is a lie. And so the way I read into that is like whatever he says after is actually what he wants to do. But no, I don't know. I don't think I'm afraid of a big loaf of bread coming at me.
Jesse, P.S. Do you think you could take Aaron in a boxing match?
Yeah, I bet I fucking
could.
Here's the one thing about you know, like working for a living and stuff. Like I may not be like tall or whatever, but I can hold my own for 10 hours a day, not sitting in an office chair.
Fair enough. Okay, so there's only really one other thing I was going to talk to you about. Yeah, so he did call you out for watching him at the exchange, as far as like exchanging his kids in front of Becker Police Department. Yeah. I know he was pissed off about that.
That was actually kind of fun because okay, never mind. It had to do with like me knowing that I'm watching him and he didn't know that I was watching him. It felt a little weird, but at the same time, it was beautiful at the same.
Beautiful. What do you mean by beautiful? What? That seems a little off.
Well, it's just like kind of watching like a duck swim in a pond. Like you can enjoy the situation. They have no idea you're there.
You're freaking me out.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. I mean, why don't you weigh on? So, Pot Awful, you've delivered food to like Mersh's house, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'll go walk over live during the show right now and go up to Aaron's door and knock on it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I asked him. I said if he would be willing to like go deliver Celsius like to him at his house and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry that I've been watching you or whatever." Not trying to, but just happen to be watching you, and give him a 6-pack of Celsius. I would even pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've as a prank, I've sent coleslaw to a bunch of different internet goons.
Aaron and Mold included.
And Aaron got it, and Aaron just enjoyed it. He just ate the coleslaw, which is like, that's the only way you win. He's the only guy who's ever done the right thing.
Yes, you sent somebody to his house. You didn't send somebody you think is a crazed fan.
So
to his house.
I would though.
Well, no, that was actually my argument though. Like I don't want to deliver it personally because that makes it even more weird. Like I rather watch from a distance.
Yeah, well,
that's way less creepy.
I mean, you can just go there and not go up to the door and stand outside, and then he'll be, he's probably aware that this is happening, and then he'll know. Damn it, I fucking died. I was doing really well. I was in second place. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I didn't hear it. No.
Peter Scott Parker, member for 10 months. Thank you, sir, for being a member for so long. Make the QR code bigger and fix your fucking audio. Sorry if you don't like it. Steve C, $5. Derek, you created a gay scissor den. This is super not normal. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Have you ever scissored another man? Pot Awful, Jesse?
What the fuck do you think I'm going to say to that? What is that a real question?
No, not
Jesse, yes, and
Yeah, we're doing improv. Like Melton, we do actually have a clip of that tonight.
Yes, and
Chad's,
what?
Melton doing improv. It's highly embarrassing. I don't know if you've ever seen that from Magoobies.
No, I haven't seen it. Why is it embarrassing? Just because it's improv, it's embarrassing?
No, because what it was embarrassing.
Okay.
Chad Steak, $5. Cheese.
It was like,
Cheese, how much of an alcoholic is Aaron has become since Ape left him? That's actually a good question. What do you think?
I would say that is. Oh, sorry. I thought that was my question.
It was.
I will tell you that his recycling bin is always full when they come to pick it up.
Really? Pot Awful, you hearing this?
Yeah.
You listening?
Yeah, I heard it. The recycling.
That's pretty fucking
and multiple
crazy.
pumpkins. Multiple pumpkins. Okay, one last question for you, Moldy Cheese. We're going to let you go. But yes, did you indeed? The one thing we could not figure out is exactly how old April was when she was going to the radio station on a field trip. She was underage, correct?
Yeah, probably about like 16 or 17.
And when he hit her up later, they actually had met on Snapchat, correct? That's like that fucking child. Does anyone here actually use Snapchat? I don't.
No, fuck no.
I wouldn't even know how to.
Well,
but yeah, that was their next meeting a little bit later. Yeah, they found each other again, I guess you could say.
Yeah, well, we were trying to figure that out the other night, and I don't know, Jesse, do you think it's weird if someone met an underage person and then a few years later noticed them on Snapchat and then struck up a conversation with them? Hey, you're that girl from the field trip that came to my broadcast studio. Do you find that weird?
Do you know for a fact that that's how he framed it? Hey, you're that little girl from the field trip that I still remember 2 years later.
She talked about it on air, and the way she put it was that it was very awkward. That she was like, "This guy's hitting me up." Like she knew who he was, but she said that on air that it was awkward when he actually he messaged her and hit her up.
Me personally, I think that aside from the Snapchat part of it, it's probably how all your grandparents met. So,
all right.
That's actually a fair point, but were your grandparents not a little weird?
I don't know. They were dead, so.
Grandparents always smell.
Well, I don't know. What about you, Lemmy? I don't know. Lemmy, what do you think?
Oh, my grandparents are dead as fuck too, man.
I wasn't asking about your. I'm not asking if your grandparents are alive. I'm asking what do you think about the topic at hand, which is the thing where he messaged the little girl he remembered from a field trip.
I think it's a ridiculous thing to talk about, to be perfectly honest with you. PYB is now resorted to talking about Snapchat. I really don't.
This is your co-host. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I agree with Lemmy.
Ridiculous.
I think I took away from that as she was uncomfortable even talking about it, let alone being in this situation. That's what I took away from it.
Thank you for mansplaining. Exactly what I just said.
Yeah,
I say
you're
exactly
welcome.
what I mean. I don't need a fucking translator, Cheese, please. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's right. Moldy Cheese, thank you for coming on, giving us a report. I think that's all we needed. Well, I'm going to kick you loose. But have a good evening. Stay out of trouble. If you feel like clicking back in later while you deliver those Celsius, we're for it. We're for it. We want it. Make it happen.
I hope you guys have a good show. Sorry I didn't.
It's too late.
Good enough.
All right. If I can make a recommendation, maybe that I might have sandbagged that. I'll be honest.
No, we didn't even notice hardly.
You were trying to help him, Jesse.
I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm the problem here, but there was all this dead air. There's this very awkward energy. You guys are not very welcoming to a guest. I don't know if you're aware of that. And if I could make one teeny little suggestion beyond the QR code thing, which I'm still very pissed about, it's this. maybe bring on the guest after a bit like that. You know what I mean? Like you guys, I have no idea what's going on there. I don't know what
you did. I
don't want to play along. I don't want to play.
I said we were gonna have that happen, and you could just chill.
Yeah, you said it, and you said I can chill, but now, like, you know, I'm on screen, so it's like, and then every once in a while you'd go like, "Hey, Jesse, what do you think about that?" And I'd be like, "Huh."
Sounds like me on the show.
You did better than the You did way better than that.
I try. I really at the end.
Credit.
At the end, I started feeling bad, so I tried, and then I got nervous. I got a little bit embarrassed. I bailed.
Don't be nervous.
That's why I threw it to Lemmy, and then Lemmy is your co-host, and she shit on your own bit for the show. So it's like it's a bad. I gotta be honest. This is a bad vibe. This whole show is an extremely bad vibe.
Well, I mean, what did you think about it Monday? Because you hung out with us for like 3 hours on Monday.
I was fine Monday, but you know, on Monday I showed up late. Mill Hip was melting down. I don't want to get too much into that, but Mill Hip was melting down.
No, you shouldn't have said
You weren't
his name.
scheduled the other day. You showed up.
I was originally scheduled the other day.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so I showed up because I had originally been asked to show up, and then there was stuff happening. You know what it is? There was stuff happening. I show up today. This is supposed to be my big show, and now you guys are like, I mean, you literally there was. I don't know if you know this. There was a minute, Quadfather, where you sat there in total silence. And you've hired.
I was messaging someone. I know that's a bad look.
You've hired these two. I know you were messaging Cheese and trying to figure out the audio, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I knew that. In my heart of hearts, I knew that. But now I'm looking at your two slack-jawed yokel co-hosts that you've hired who presumably the entire reason they're here are to, you know, sort of fill in the blanks. And then what they did instead was they sat there quiet too. And eventually I said something, and then Adam just repeated my sentiment. And then Lemmy, this is the craziest part. Lemmy didn't even bother her. She's just there. Do you share, like when you get a donation, when you get a tip, do you share it with these guys? Are these paid? Are these paid co-hosts?
Possibly.
What does that mean? Adam, does he give you money?
Maybe.
Lemmy, are you getting paid to be here?
I would have to check, you know.
Okay. I see what is and I'm the guy who's not yes and what the fuck is it? Now I'm getting sandbagged. So if you guys are getting paid, you need to step it the fuck up. If you're here for free, I take back everything I just said. 100%.
Probably agrees with you.
If you're here for free, forget everything I said, okay? And I get it. This is like working in a fast food job, basically. You don't give a shit. I totally get that. You know, when I go to a Chick-fil-A, I'm not mad that they don't want to serve me the food. I'm just mad when they don't lie and say my pleasure. That's all I'm putting down here. So if everybody could just pick up the slack here, because I swear to God, I'm not part of this universe. I barely understand where I'm at right now. I don't know.
Why are you leaning into it, Jesse?
I don't know. I don't even know why your show is called The Backyard Boys. Like one of you is a girl. So, and I'm not sure, Quadfather, you can even go.
No, she is willing to go trans.
Quadfather,
she's thought about that.
She's a woman girl.
Quadfather, can you even go in the backyard? Like, does the extension cord go that far?
Yes.
I don't.
Absolutely.
Okay. So why is the show called Backyard Boys?
A bunch of the people that originally started this with me enjoyed backyard wrestling.
And they're all the
outro.
They're gone. This is a wrestling show.
I mean, they were into wrestling in backyards.
That's the worst one, the worst kind. That's just rednecks who are into wrestling.
They were rednecks that were into backyard wrestling.
Wait, and all of those guys are
my outro actually has one of the guys that used to be on the podcast in the outro.
Jesse, I thought you were into wrestling, aren't you?
Fuck! No. All right, listen.
I hate wrestling.
Let's forget the wrestling thing for a second. I'll try to move on. Adult baby wrestling lovers are disgusting. They might as well be into feet for all I care.
I agree. I'm on board.
What do you mean you agree? You were part of a wrestling show.
No, we didn't talk about wrestling.
You brought on a guy on Monday to allow him to cut promos, which, by the way, isn't a fucking thing. That means nothing. That's a guy just talking to a camera. That's happening all the time on a show, or it should be.
He wanted to cut a promo on you.
It should be happening on a show, but you guys are sitting here in fucking silence. So, real quick, I
gave the guy
no. Hang on. And then you talk over.
He's legit mad.
Let me ask you something. All of the guys who used to co-host the show with you, they're all gone now. Is that what I'm to understand?
Yes, for the most part. Correct.
Do you ever wonder why?
No, I mean, people come, people go. I understand.
I'm gonna come.
Happens.
All right, look.
I mean, if you want me to be honest, the main person that used to do my show did some weird shit backstage on a different show, and he's kind of excommunicated from the entire.
What is the weird shit? You have to say the weird shit.
Showing his penis to somebody he should not have.
Was it an underage person?
Nah, maybe a mentally diminished person. We'll say.
Talking about Jake Hudson?
Well, fuck, retards love seeing a penis. That's funny.
I know, but it's still fucking weird, especially when you're jerking it.
Physical retard or mental retard?
Also died.
Correct.
Yeah.
What did he die from? Jumping off the roof onto a plate of broken glass or something?
No, it wasn't that cool. I told him he couldn't come on the show anymore if he didn't quit drinking. Then he quit drinking and had a fucking stroke and died.
You murdered a man by taking away his drink.
Yes, exactly. Rest in peace, Bobby P.
I like that. Buddy. All right, this is the first thing I like. That little image there. That little thing right there, I like. That's good.
It's fucking hilarious. But also Bobby P. It's pretty much a year ago he died.
Did you purposefully edit his arms to be much, much thinner than they actually were?
Okay. I did. I did that. Okay, so I added the wings and the halo after he died, obviously. But yeah, the original, yes, I made his arms look really fucking horrible.
No, that's good.